My name is James Keene. The police suddenly raided my home where they discovered drugs and heavy weapons. I wasn't afraid at all, knowing my father would bail me out as usual, but this time something went wrong. To protect the family's interests, my father wanted me to plead guilty, which I found unacceptable. In court, I confessed to all charges.
It is the judgment of the court the defendant be committed to the custody of the Attorney General of the United States or her authorized representative for the minimum guideline term of 120 months.
After the verdict was announced, I realized that both my father and I had been deceived by the prosecutor. 7 months later, a prison guard took me to the infirmary where I found the prosecutor who had tricked us, along with a woman I didn't recognize.
We would like you to transfer to another prison and befriend someone to elicit a confession.
In this prison?
Maximum security specializing in the criminally insane.
Not for all the fucking money in the world.
How about freedom?
A complete commutation of your sentence.
No.
This kind of deal won't walk through the door twice. So, before you spend the next 10 years wondering why you didn't take it, look at the file.
Back in my cell, I reviewed the case files. Each page detailing brutal murders made me sick, yet I couldn't look away. A few days later, I received the worst news imaginable. My father was paralyzed, all because of me. With no other choice, I agreed to Lauren's plan. The police gave me a false identity, with only the warden and the psychologists knowing the truth. Lauren would pose as my girlfriend, but as I approached the facility, fear suddenly gripped me. What if I couldn't get out? The police assured me of my safety, so I walked into hell. My mission was to get close to a criminal named Larry and gather evidence of his crimes. The next day, I found Larry and we talked about our pasts. Larry envied my wealthy lifestyle. When I started probing into Larry's past, a guard suddenly interrupted, demanding protection money. But I had no cash on me, leaving me no choice but to risk my life completing the mission as quickly as possible. Only by getting the evidence and leaving this place could I be safe. I snuck into Larry's cell, searching for his secrets. Soon, I discovered a clue in one of his magazines. It was filled with drawings of murdered girls. After finding the clue, I carefully put the magazine back and returned to my own cell. The next day, Larry suddenly came to me, calling me his friend. Over the following days, we spent a lot of time together, growing closer. One day, we talked about our childhoods. When I mentioned how my stepfather broke my ribs while my mother just watched, it unexpectedly struck a chord with Larry. Because I was describing his childhood, Larry asked if I'd ever thought about revenge. I had finally gotten Larry to reveal real evidence.